His greatest power allowed him to hear the thoughts of everyone around him, but it also showed him just how deeply humanity feared those who were different. This is Charles Xavier. Charles was born into a wealthy family, but his childhood was far from peaceful. After his father's death, his mother remarried Kurt Marco, whose son Cain became Charles's abusive stepbrother. It was during these early years that Charles's mutant telepathy began to emerge. He could hear the thoughts of people around him, and quickly learned that their words didn't always match what they truly felt. As Charles grew older, his extraordinary intelligence led him to Oxford University, where he studied genetics and began trying to understand mutation itself. But his search for answers eventually took him far beyond the classroom. Years later, Charles traveled to Israel, where he met another mutant with extraordinary power, Max Eisenhardt. The two became close friends, but they saw humanity very differently. Charles believed mutants and humans could someday live together peacefully. Max believed mutants would always need to protect themselves from humanity. Neither could convince the other, and eventually, their paths separated. Charles returned home with a dream. If young mutants were going to survive in a world that feared them, they needed somewhere they could learn what they were instead of hiding from it. So Charles transformed his family's estate into a school for gifted young mutants. One by one, he brought together his first students: Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, Marvel Girl. 5 young mutants who had spent their lives feeling different became the first X-Men, and the man who gave them a place where they could belong. This is Professor X.